my mentality when I do start to be like, damn, this is a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, that's what it's supposed to feel like. Like, this shit ain't supposed to feel, you know, comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree. And you gotta, you know, wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it. And you catch the wisdom off of that.
Back with another video. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be the truth about running a business. I won't make this intro super long, but if you're new here, hi, my name is Denise Marie. Here on my channel, I expose the truth, the back end about being an entrepreneur, what the internet normally doesn't show you. They show you the success, but don't show you the failures that led up to that piece of success. So here on my channel, I expose the back end of everything. I am a 19-year-old entrepreneur. I have a clothing boutique online. The name of my company is Iconic Collections. Definitely check out my website. I will put that in the description box, along with I will be releasing some new pieces very soon. Don't miss out. So subscribe to my email list. All right, so the first thing that I have on the list is the hardest part about starting a business is simply starting. There are so many people who say things like, I'm going to start a business this day. I'm going to be starting a business next year. When I get my money right, I'm going to start the business. When I have this and this and that, I'm going to start my business. And I always tell people that you'll never be 100% ready for anything. Honestly, you will never be 100% ready. And if you continue to tell yourself that you're going to hold off, and eventually one day you're going to have everything right and everything perfect, you're going to be saying that for a very long time. There's a lot of people who live their lives and said, oh, I wish I would have, or I'm going to start that business, and they just run it to the grave. So the hardest part is definitely starting. You will not have everything 100% ready. I launched my clothing brand. I had a business last summer and it was very successful. I was selling phone cases, bonnets, onesies, the typical, but I wanted to actually build a brand. So I launched my clothing brand about 2 months ago, and I've changed things. I've upgraded on things already, and I've only been open for 2 months. So you will have time to change. You will get more money, and you will be able to invest more into your business and make it to what you envisioned from the beginning, okay? So the hardest part is to start. So just simply start and then take it from there. All right, so the second thing I'll have on the list is not everyone will support you, and that is okay, okay? When I start my business, I do not have the mindset of my entire family must support me, or I'm not going to be successful, or my friends must buy everything from me, or I'm not going to be successful. There are people that have bought from me in cities that I've never stepped foot in, that really support me and constantly come back and buy things from me. So I highly recommend, or I highly encourage you guys to go into starting your business, to build your business with strangers before you will depend on your family to support you, because it's just how it is. Literally, the most successful people will tell you that my family has never bought anything from me, or my family doesn't repost my, flyers or anything like that. So do not be shocked or surprised when the people around you do not buy from you. I also say this: sometimes the items that you are selling are not for the people that are around you, or they don't want to buy them, or they don't see themselves wearing it, or whatever the case may be as well. So it's your job to become so cold at marketing that even people around you want to buy it. But yeah, so definitely that's something to keep in mind. Do not be that person that says, okay, if so and so doesn't support me, then I'm not successful, because that's 100% not true. Being a business owner does not mean that you're going to be taking trips to Bora Bora and buying Birkins and pulling up in Lambos to your warehouse tomorrow. That's just not how entrepreneurship works. I know the internet has y'all thinking that's how it is, but I'm sorry to burst your bubble. That's not how things go. If you look at some of the most successful brands out there, literally, it took them anywhere between 10 to 20 years to become a multi-million-dollar or a multi-billion-dollar industry. You do not just come out the gate making millions of dollars. Now, we do see some people who over a course of time pop out and it's like, oh, they made $1 million, like the Moon Cosmetics. They say she made $1 million in like 4 or 5 minutes. But what they didn't say is that she had her business for like 4 years before she made that kind of bread. So at the end of the day, I highly recommend that you guys keep the mindset that reality is it takes some time for you to build a brand that you can actually feed yourself off of. A lot of times the money that you get from your brand has to be reinvested so that you can scale and get to a level where you can buy houses, buy cars, continue to invest in your business and be straight. So that is something to keep in mind. A lot of people think, oh, me starting a business, I'm about to be going to Bora Bora, getting some Birkins and, flying private all the time. And that's not the case, okay? It takes time, so you have to be patient. Okay, next one is starting a business does not mean you need to quit your job, or you will be able to quit your job like instantly. A lot of people think like, oh, I'm gonna start my business and I'm gonna quit my job, forget this job, it's working is slavery and just all these things. But let me tell y'all, okay, because a lot of entrepreneurs will tell y'all this. I was one of those who was making all this money and I'm like, oh, I don't need this job. I'm making 5-6 times as much in a day than I'm making my regular job. But here's the thing that you have to understand. There's nothing more stressful than depending on your business to pay your bills, to that money to also be reinvested so that you can continue to sell and scale and make more money. That is the most stressful thing ever. I quit my job for a quick second, but I quickly went back because my savings, I couldn't live off my savings. That was just not a thing. And then just depending on my sales every other week is different. Like, that's the thing about entrepreneurship as well. There's no straight line of how things go. It goes up and down all the time. So you have to be prepared for whatever. So in my opinion, I want you guys to always keep the mindset that keep that job to pay your bills and scale your business, and continue to put that money in savings, put that money in the business account savings, continue to invest the business so that you can scale and bring more money in per month. And once you get to a point where you like, I'm set, I have, X amount of money and my bills are going to be paid, I don't have any, crazy debt or anything like that, that's when I encourage you, you can go ahead and jump and quit your job. But do not just instantly quit your job off faith and say, this is my calling, whatever the case may be. I can't really tell you guys what to do, but I'm just saying the smart thing, do not be that person that feel like you have to quit your job because everyone else is saying that they quit their job and started their business and blah, blah, blah. Because no one really tells you the back end. A lot of these people got loans. Some of these people stay with their parents. Like, you just don't know their situation. So do not try to quit your job and look crazy because now you're homeless, all right? So let's not do that. So let's see here. Another thing that I put on the list is that you have to have more than 1 year in you to run a business. So in order to run a successful business, in my opinion, you definitely have to have more than 1 year. It's a lot of people that go through their first year and then they're like, well, maybe I need to change the product that I'm selling and maybe I'll get more sales. So they stop selling that product and they go try another business. They try another business, You have to have, I say, you have to go through it for at least a couple years to see if that's really what you want to do. Because literally, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it takes like one viral moment and your business can take off completely. I am a living witness of that. I definitely blew up multiple different times. So I know for sure that if you are patient and you stay consistent, consistency wins. I could do a whole video about the power of consistency. If you stay consistent, it don't matter what you're doing. You're selling lemonade on the same corner every week. If you stay consistent with that, you will eventually get enough money to invest into the higher things into your business and take it to the next level. So stay consistent with everything you do. And I'm kind of, eating my own words there, because I definitely need to be more consistent in certain areas in my life. But consistency wins, okay? So that's another business tip. Stay consistent, okay? Compare your journey to others. We kind of touched on that already. But yes, definitely do not compare your success to someone else's. It's kind of like, do not compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. You don't know what they went through to get to that point. Like I said, on social media, you have all these different people who are buying this, buying that, traveling, buying houses at 23, 24. But again, you do not know the truth behind any of the things they have. You do not know what their life is like behind closed doors. So again, I highly recommend, do not compare your journey, your process to everyone else, and just have that trust, that faith that whatever you're doing is right for you, and what is your blessings, and no one can take that from you. So keep that in mind and you will be just fine, okay? But I highly recommend, like I said, when starting a business, deleting your personal Instagram from your phone. At least you don't have to delete the whole thing, but like really just focusing on your brand and not looking at what other people are doing or trying to make it look like you're doing something. Because when you stay on social media and you have those slow days, you may feel like, I'm not doing enough, my business not growing enough, I'm seeing this person with this many orders, that person with that many orders. So you feel like your process, isn't going how you want it. So I highly recommend that you guys, stay in your lane and you do not compare your journey to other people, because your life is your life and what's yours is yours. Another tip that I said is that you must show up every single day for your business. Show up every single day for your business and give it 100%. One thing about starting a business that most people don't talk about, it is not a 9 to 5, okay? It is around the clock. It does not matter. You're people across the country that has a totally different time schedule than us. So it's important to really stay consistent and find ways to reach out to you or push your content out to other people so that they can order from you and things like that. Posting multiple times a day, using reels are blowing up on Instagram right now, as far as really pushing your content out to a lot of people with just posting a video. So definitely do that. For me, I use any platform that there is. My business has a business page for it. So Instagram, Twitter, what is it called? Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Like, I promote my business everywhere possible. And it's simply because these platforms are changing and they are starting to turn into like a shopping center. So it's just a perfect time to start a business and to promote them on all platforms and making sure that you're posting consistently so that people can discover your page. It's super, super, super important. Okay. And then my last tip for you all is that you should be passionate about what you're selling. If you're not passionate about what you're selling, or you don't have, a strong love for what you're doing, it will definitely feel like a job, okay? It will feel like that 9 to 5 that you want to quit because you don't enjoy doing it. You're chasing a check. You're not doing it because that's what you genuinely want to do. So I highly recommend that you are passionate about what you're doing. You love it. You can't sleep thinking about it. It's literally your favorite thing to do. You enjoy it so much. If you fall in love with the process, then you will literally blow up before you know it. And it'll just be like, I don't even feel like I was working the entire time. I was doing what I love, and it just worked out for me. So that is what I recommend. That is all I have for you all. If you have any other questions about starting a business or anything I just didn't touch on in this video, I didn't want to keep you guys for too long, then always leave a comment in the comment section. I will be more than happy to have a discussion with you guys. Let's talk in the comments about what you guys think about this topic. Comment below what you feel like most people, or what are some misconceptions about launching a business or having a business that maybe I didn't touch on, so that we can help other new incoming entrepreneurs not make the mistakes that we made. You guys could also email me. You can DM me, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. I try to stay off my personal Instagram, but I could definitely, you know, give you guys some feedback or just anything that you guys may want to ask me. I'm always trying my best to get back to you all and really let you know the back end of everything. So without further ado, it is Sunday and I just made this video. I'm gonna try to get this video up this week though. I just really wanted to record it and get it out the way. But I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope that you got something from it. And I will be dropping another video here very soon, as I just reached 700 credit score at 19. So I will be releasing that video very soon. So stay tuned.